What's going on, subscribers? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why skateboarding is really good for your mental health. Now, in my personal life, I've had experiences of ups and downs in my mental health. I've had times where I've really struggled with how I'm feeling. I've had lack of motivation to do things, to get up and go out, go skateboarding, see people, and just get my daily routine sort of done. And then I've had periods where, probably for the last few years where I've been pretty good and consistently riding high and able to do things that I need to do to get on with my life and be productive and happy. But throughout my whole life, skateboarding has been this constant factor, this constant thing I fall back on. I go skateboarding when I'm happy, I go skateboarding when I'm sad. Skateboarding has always been an obsession of mine, and I'm sure that to many of you guys out there watching this video, it is to you too. I mean, how many of us will drive down the road, walk down the street, and we'll look at our environment, we'll see, some steps or a railing that we think, oh my God, I could skate that. We're always thinking about skateboarding. We are skateboarders, it's our identity. So for us who are skateboarders, it's really important to know how skateboarding can help us if we are struggling, or if we know someone else who's struggling, what factors and what things skateboarding can do to influence us to make us feel better. So reason number 1, skateboarding benefits mental health. Now, science tells us that exercise, just like skateboarding, has positive effects on anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. Exercise releases things in our body called endorphins. Endorphins are a neurotransmitter, which is basically a chemical released through the bloodstream and enters your brain and influences your behavior and how you feel. So endorphins promote sense of well-being. They promote you having energy, which is the opposite of what depression is. So if you're feeling quite depressed and you need to kickstart that feeling of having energy and feeling a bit better about things, exercise, just like skateboarding, could be one way where you can just start to tip the balance a little bit and get a little bit of a fighting edge to restoring your mental health and your sense of well-being. Reason number 2 skateboarding can help us with mental health is that it's actually an obsession. Like we discussed, we can walk down the road and we can't help but think about skateboarding. How many of us form our identities around skateboarding? Someone says to you, hey, what do you like to do? Or what are you? Who are you? And you might say your name, you might say how old you are, and you'll say, oh, I'm a skater. I know I do. And I'm sure many of you guys out there do as well. I found a great article online which talks about how having hobbies and interests can really benefit your mental health. This article explains that having a hobby reduces the chance of you experiencing depression by 30%, and this effect is seen across both men and women. It also reduces the chance of developing depression, and it helps you get over depression if you've already got it. All round, having a hobby like skateboarding is again another way to kind of help yourself defeat, prevent, and get over depression and other mental health problems. Reason number 3 why skateboarding can help us with mental health issues is that skateboarding is actually a whole community, as a hub. It's not just about skateboarding, it's about friends, it's about being out and with people, talking, chatting and laughing. Now, we know that socializing and seeing friends and people and talking combats feelings of isolation, feelings of loneliness. All of these isolation and loneliness are also associated with lots of negative feelings and depression and anxiety. So simply going out skateboarding with a couple of friends and spending maybe an hour with them, talking about skateboarding and talking about life and other things can massively benefit how you feel about your life and you and where you are. It also provides an opportunity to actually talk about mental health problems with your friends who maybe have experienced similar things. We're finding out more and more that many people around us have actually experienced things. Maybe they've experienced anxiety or depression. Maybe they see the benefits from skateboarding that you do. So maybe that's something that we can all communicate about when we're on our session and when we're with our friends, is that we can sort of talk about what we're going through and help each other through it. Reason number 4 why skateboarding can benefit our mental health is that it exposes us to outdoor natural light. We know more and more these days about artificial lighting and the impact that can have on our mental health, on our sleep, on our thoughts and feelings. And interestingly, the brain seems to know the difference between artificial light and natural light, sunlight. The more exposure to sunlight that we get, the greater our amount of positive chemicals that are released in our body One namely is serotonin. Serotonin is associated with feeling happy. So in a way you could say that sunlight will lead you to feel happy, generally speaking. In my personal life, there have been times when I didn't leave the house for days. Maybe I just stayed inside on my computer or playing video games, and I just felt worse. There was no upwards for me at that point because I was stuck in a rut. I wasn't moving, I wasn't experiencing any natural light, I wasn't seeing people, and I wasn't having a chance to talk. After quite a while, I got into a routine of going walking quite regularly. Even if it was raining, I'd go walking. Maybe I would just go for half an hour or an hour. But I felt that that was something that I was exposing my eyes and my brain to natural light, and it was just at least giving me a little bit of a boost that I'd been exposed to something natural and that I wasn't just confined to my bedroom all day. This has quickly become something that I do every single day. I have to leave the house, I have to go outside and experience daylight. If I don't, I feel like I have a bit of a dip in my mood in the evening because I missed the whole day, I missed the daylight. So it's really important we experience sunlight, and skateboarding can help us with that. Reason number 5 is that skateboarding gives us a sense of achievement and progress. A lot of us are working on tricks and we've always got something in the back of our mind, something that we were close to in the last session, and maybe tomorrow, maybe today, we'll be able to achieve that trick. And we film each other and we record it and document it and post it on Instagram and post it wherever we want to post it. We feel proud, we get a sense of achievement and accomplishment from that. A sense of success and a sense of accomplishment directly combats feelings of helplessness and depression and low mood and low self-esteem. It makes us feel worth something. It makes us realize that we are successful and can achieve. So going out skateboarding regularly is like a sculptor, right? You're sculpting your skills into something that you want them to be. Now, we've all got dreams of being the better skater, better than we are. And every day you go out skateboarding, you are carving away at that sculpture, taking off a little piece, and you are promoting yourself and bringing yourself up to that level and slowly ticking those boxes. Every day is a tick in a box and you are getting better and better, and your brain is recognizing that and you are feeling good about it. When we make achievements, our brain is then also going to produce serotonin and dopamine and other chemicals that make us feel good, make us feel happy. Oh. So with those 5 reasons why I think skateboarding can benefit our mental health, I want to talk about one encompassing factor, one thing that makes us skaters, and it's our group identity. Now, in social psychology, we know that groups tend to behave similarly. They may dress the same way, they may use the same language, they may have different in-group and out-group behaviors. So they respond to people within their group in a certain way and to people outside of their group, scooter riders, in a different way. And this kind of basically confounds and compacts who we are. We have a sense of community now. We see our friends are mostly skaters. That group identity gives us an opportunity to help ourselves, but also to help others. So if we've got friends or people we know who used to come skating all the time, but they've kind of dropped off, maybe they don't respond to the text anymore, or they're kind of not really bothered about skateboarding, ask them to just come and hang out. Maybe they can benefit from the sunlight and just socializing, and they don't even need to exercise. Or maybe you've got a friend who doesn't really want to chat and they're not feeling very social, they're quite anxious, they just want to go and skate and they don't want to say much, but they just want to be there. They need to move their bodies, they need to experience sunlight. We can use this fantastic thing that we do, which is skateboarding, to benefit the world, benefit ourselves, our communities and our friends. We've really got to use it as a powerful good that it is, and we've really got to understand how it works. So hopefully this video was kind of informative to everybody. I just wanted to kind of make this to promote the idea that we need to understand why these things are good, and we need to get our friends out. We need to help people, help ourselves, and recognize that, you know, mental health issues are out there and they're more present than we've ever really acknowledged, I think, as a society. But we're getting better at it, and I think conversations and videos and information like this can help that conversation and can help people understanding. So invite your friends out, get out there, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you soon. I'd be really interested to hear if anyone in the comments has any of their own experiences they'd feel comfortable sharing, whether it's some views they have on sport, activity, keeping busy, or just ways to manage your mental health. That would be really interesting, and I think everyone would benefit from reading that. If you enjoyed this content, subscribe to us, like the video, leave a comment and all the rest of it. Thank you for watching, guys, and take care.